So life of the people that they are proclaiming that they are guiding, that they are ruling, that they are achieving on, it's nonsense before them. And that's why we are saying no to them. And that's why we say no to them. And they can never achieve their goal. Biafra land is not an Islamic nation. And it can never be. Biafra is a Biafra. Nigeria is a business center. And Nigeria have never been a nation. And it can never be a nation. That's why we are standing firmly. Thank God today, Biafra has a man. Thank God today, our soldiers is standing firmly. Thank God today, we are standing strong. And thank God today, the gods of the land have started his work upon all the enemies of Biafrans all over the world. His Excellency, Donald Trump, we honored you and we must keep on respecting you. Biafrans is not a terrorist group and we can never be. Self-defense and self-determination is not a crime internationally, and it can never be a crime. We must defend the motherland till today. Look at, since they burnt down 18 people in Kanu, since they have been raping our women in Enugu, since they have been carrying their cows all over the street in Anambra, Soludo, what have you done? Peter Mba, what have you done? Ebonyi State Governor, what have you done? The evil ones we have. LSOT, I know your state is calm somehow, but fight the same fight you fought with Hope Uzodinma, his evil man. He has been trying to demolish Biafrans. Yasilogo, Oga Walker, Ebola upland, Oga Walker, now upland, a lot of issue bombard all over Biafran nation, all over Biafran territory. Proclaiming and claiming that you have nowhere Biafra liberation armies are staying. Tomorrow you will be hearing how he has been killing his own people, bombarding everywhere in the name of his fighting for terrorists and others. People that are only seeking for their freedom, people that are defending their motherland, people that are fighting, agitating for their freedom is a terrorist. The people that are massacring innocent people in Biafra land, in South, they are now hunters of a human being. Hunters of human beings, and organs harvesters is now a hunter. Tinubu, and organs harvesters, a terrorist, Fulani jihadis, Fulani herdsmen, Boko Haram, Islam, is now a hunter. It is only God that will judge all of you. How many years do you think that you have to live in this life? Only but one day you must die and give up. But let me tell you, you see this herd, you people can never get it. It does not belong to you people. Onyekwe, Chiekwe. Fuck all of you there. Fuck all of you there. May God bless all Biafrans and lovers of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. I throw a salute to you. His Excellency Donald Trump, I throw a salute to you. Thank and God bless all of you.
When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told you that Nigeria, as it stands now, the Nigerian government, the Nigerian state is irredeemable, some people don't tend to believe the true reality, but today it is staring at us. When the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, said, the state called Nigeria is irredeemable. The state called Nigeria will be overrun by the Islamic and Fulanization agenda in progress. People don't want to pay attention. Look at, a whole governor is asking a sector commander that you said that you are people, you are being accused that you are aiding the terrorists to massacre the indigenous people of Plateau, supervising the massacring of the communities, and the communities were witnesses. They caught you red-handed, and now the state governor asking the sector commander, what is your role? The sector commander said they are engaging them. Now the governor went further to ask, you are engaging them? You said yes. Now, were there any shoots? Because if you are engaging a terrorist, if the military is engaging terrorists, then there should be casualties. Were anyone wounded? You couldn't answer. Which affirm the position of the witness that they saw the Nigerian army reinforcing, backing up the terrorists, killing more communities, destroying more lives, burning and raising down houses. This is very unfortunate and unheard of. This now will let you understand what is playing out. That a sitting governor acts a sector commander in charge of the region. You said you claim you are engaging them, that your people saw them. Why the people said the military were the ones supervising the massacring of the people? They went for enforcement to ensure that more people are being killed. They are watching them closely, supervising them, telling them how to go about it. And this is the same Nigeria. The same Nigeria, the people are waiting for the military to protect them. The same Nigeria, my Eastern brothers are waiting for the military to come and protect them. The same Nigeria, the same military that the Eastern governors, Hope Uzodinma and his likes, are inviting to protect the people. Ndi Igbo. This is what Mazim Nnamdi Kanu told us, that this is the program and this is planned, that the military has been infiltrated, compromised, and what we are seeing is the reality. Now, the governor went on to say that he is making a promise, but we are tired of promise. The people of Plateau, the people of Jos are tired of useless, empty, verbal promises coming from the governor. There are conspiracy to this. The inactions and irresponsibility, of course, to address matters of such is the reason why people are the continued killing despite the order given by the president. No wonder the Amnesty International have raised concern that the government of Tinubu is no longer in charge because they disregard or disrespect his orders. You can imagine the president asks the commanders to launch an assault against the deadly terrorists invading communities, killing Nigerian citizens. And yet, they went to supervise them, they saw them, they could not engage them, they claim they are engaging them. But if you're engaging them, none of them were killed. Could it mean that they are more sophisticated, they are spirits that could not be apprehended, and yet you are accompanying them with the process of massacring the communities? The governor put a question that the sector commander could not answer. You said as a trained military commander, you people saw them, you get them, you said yes. Were there casualties? Where are the casualties? Were anyone arrested? No. Were anyone sustained? Was there any confrontation, altercation, exchange of bullets and the rest of that? No. Or could you say there was exchange of bullets at close range and it never affected, it never touched anybody, nobody was arrested, and they did their operations that lasted for hours and went back to their safe havens, of course, and nothing happens after raising down the several communities, massacring, including children are not being spared, and yet you want us to accept that this is one Nigeria. You can understand when Mazim Nnamdi Kanu is saying this. I pity any Igbo man that still have confidence and trust in the Nigerian government, in the Nigerian military, and whatever that represents. If this could be happening in the north, in Plateau State, now what gives you that conviction that that same thing will not be playing out in the eastern part of Nigeria? We've had cases of Buhari, and not just Buhari governments, being accused of forceful disappearances of the Igbo youths, when he said, I'm going to teach them the lesson they will understand, describing them as a dot in a cycle that could be wiped off. The same issue is going. The Fulanization and Islamization of Nigeria is the greatest threat to the unity of Nigeria. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not at fault, but rather the political elite within the eastern region should be blamed and be held responsible for the killing and massacring of their people. Now look at what a governor, just a little test, a little question that was thrown to the sector commander, he was thrown off balance. You said you are engaging them? Yes. Now, where are those arrested? Where are the casualties? It means there was no one sustained, gun bullet, and the rest of them. Which affirms the position of the locals and those witnesses that they saw the military supervising, allegedly, the killings and the massacring of their own people, their own family members. Well, let me leave you with this for more interactions. If you have the comment section, let me know what you think. It's your own take. Could there be anything different from this? Maybe you may have a different narrative from what the people, the standpoints of the people. Of course, in the face of the sector commander or the commander of the region or whatever, the people are very angry, expressing without fear or favor that they saw the military accompanying, supervising, reinforcing the massacring of more communities so that these invaders can grab more lands. So when Buhari was reintegrating the terrorists in the name of repentant Boko Haram, these are what you should expect. The reason why, of course, the Nigerian military is being mocked. It's been considered as powerless, inferior. Because those who make up the formation, military formations, are not part of Nigerians. These are pardoned terrorists who have infiltrated, who have common interests of overruling the Nigerian state. And the same Igbo governors, we've been inviting them to do the same thing in the eastern region. Because with the heavy militarized eastern region, you begin to ask, why is insecurity, why is kidnapping, why is forceful disappearances, adoption, and the rest of them at increase? Now, what has happened yesterday in Plateau State and the response of the governor and the question thrown to this sector commander will tell you nothing more is left to be hidden. It is now in public, in open, and nobody could continue living in that endless deception. It is quite interesting.
They are here. This is the road. This is the church. Almost getting to 1 hour, they are trying to have access to this church. And securities are here. We are all hidden here. We just hide. But we saw them. They just give them back up. That's just the truth. I'm an eyewitness of what happened. So they started the active operation around 3:30 a.m. That is on Tuesday. Honestly, they are falling houses. Some are going there with their machetes, some with gun, shooting people, some with carpet spraying on the houses. When they shoot, then the fire just burn the house. And honestly, they are just watching at them. Nothing had happened, and we're seeing them. Around 5 p.m., some of the security came for reinforcement, and we saw them. This reinforcement, they just reinforced how to help and kill more of our people.
Sector Commander, have you made any arrests? But your security people saw the people. You engaged them. You didn't. None of them was wounded. None of them was arrested. Does that speak well of the operation?
Oh, well, I thought this.
But let me promise you, Riom will not come down.
Amen.
By the grace of God, we will use every means at our disposal to make sure that this genocide comes to an end.
Amen.
I don't know who will tell me that what happened yesterday is farmers' herders clash. This is an act of terrorism. This is pure genocide. And I can assure you that we'll escalate this matter.
Sir, to your notice, I'm not against the commander, but the commander is not consistent in his whole statement. Yesterday he said a different thing, and today he's giving you a different report. What the youth leader said is what he said yesterday, that the Fulani that we are coming here overpower their men and they block their men so they don't have entrance to this community, and that led this massacre. So I want to tell you again that I said it yesterday to the GOC, and I'm repeating it today in the hearing of the commander, that his men are busy supporting Fulani even in grazing. And farmland destruction is continuing without any hindrance.
To the best of my knowledge, this place, starting from Shonung to Lua to Fang to Bachi to Masi, has had and has been under attack since 1996. But this particular one beats my imagination. It truly beats my imagination, what I'm hearing. It appears, sir, that I do know we have good soldiers and we have good military people, but there are certainly some bad eggs, and the bad ones are really bad. I think they need to fish those out and get them out. Sometime in the past we have asked if the soldiers will not protect us, leave us alone and see if we can find one. Otherwise, it does not make sense. You are said to come and defend this people, and the people have been killed.